recording.
We back in this bitch for another Freestyle Friday.
Okay. Yeah, man. What's up?
What's
How's
good
it
with you,
been?
man? How was your week?
It's been good, man.
Yeah, we went through a
It's been
fucking
chill.
hell on earth with all these fucking high. Not the gas prices ain't even what I'm worried about no more. It's just goddamn the heat. The heat levels. Yeah, the heat levels have been fucking ridiculous. It's been humid as fuck. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Man, fuck the heat. Did I send you the Jordan Peterson short about famine?
About famine?
Yeah, so he states that there's gonna be mass migration into Europe again from
Yes.
wherever it is. That's gonna cause famine and starvation, and a lot of people are gonna die. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
I think it's unfortunate all the money and all this other stuff, and people are still going without. We're sending money over here, over there. We got homeless here. And then in other countries, I get it. It's probably harder to come across income, let alone just survive in general. So, shit, if people are already starving, I think it's just gonna unfortunately speed up the process for all that. I just think it's fucking disgusting and wrong.
Okay, but then I mean, what about the overpopulation? They say.
I don't know. That's
Because I mean, remember Jordan Peterson, and not only Jordan Peterson, um, Elon Musk also said that in 10 years there won't be enough people to build the things that are need to be built. So I mean, imagine we're living in the moment with most people in the world ever in time. In the modern years, there will be a problem that there's not enough.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine
I
like
know it start
a real life Thanos snap. I can't imagine that.
When you really think about it and kind of try and comprehend that around the corner there's not gonna be enough people to build all the shit that we need to be built.
Yeah.
Not only that, if shit keeps going along how it goes, it's gonna be wrong to want to build something because it's gonna prove that you're better.
I mean, we're killing a lot of vegetation to build stuff anyway, so we're already damaging the planet just to build all this extra stuff. So, what's really the point? I just always I like ask this question like, what more do we need?
I see.
How much further does technology have to go for us to make another breakthrough and then another breakthrough?
I will see that is it's hard to determine because whatever it is that's being made, there's somebody else who's gonna try to make it work better for less. So I mean, and that's what makes humans so special, you know? Because I mean, they try to make their lives easier, less suffering, but
it's just the way of the world. Inflation's going up. So if, living in California last year was already an issue, it's just going to continue with the more and more that they keep on fixing up the city, raising rent. I mean, of course they're saying they're creating more jobs and shit, but then it's just like some of the jobs aren't even jobs that people really want to do.
See, the problem is is with the individual. Everybody wants to be paid a lot, which I get it. I'm in that boat too. I would love to get paid more, but and it's a big one. It's a big but. No, I mean, I'll clean toilets. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care. Fuck, I need a job.
I don't think how you're getting your income, how your income
But here's another thing. Is
makes you look as a person. I don't think that.
Because I mean, again, a lot of people ask you, well, what do you do just to give you that certain amount of respect? Which is dumb. I mean, shit. Just because I do this doesn't mean that's all I know. And two, you laugh at me now, but here you are. Can't pump your air. Let's just use this stuff. Can't pump your air, and yet if I'm so below you, why are you asking me for help?
That's a dinger right there for you.
No?
That's a dinger right there for you.
I mean, if you're so high above and mighty and intelligent, and figure this shit out.
I guess that's gonna go into my next thing too as well with this. On adding that, because I had a weird week of asking a lot of motherfuckers like if they had a problem. A lot of different individuals if they had a problem. Now today, the individual asked if they had a problem was somebody who was just passing through, and just had this look of like somebody farted on his face, and just like stank face. And I was like, "You alright, bro? You got a problem?" And he just looked and just turned his head and just kept going. But it was just like the look of intent, like as if something was wrong. I had to question it, or just energy.
Yeah.
Like you can't continuously allow things to keep happening, because once it gets to that point of that person's comfortable doing it,
yeah, they're gonna keep doing it.
They're just gonna keep doing it and keep on expecting that.
Yeah, that you won't say nothing. Yeah, you have to say something. You gotta set a wall. But yeah, back to the famine and all that. And, the person who's gonna back to it, that they want to get paid more. Just be happy with what you got. I get it. Everybody wants to be rich. Who doesn't? But then again, what can you do to be there? You could work more hours, get a second job. I recommend start investing.
I heard this guy say, when I was in my 20s, I wanted to be a millionaire. When I was a millionaire, I wanted to be in my 20s.
Exactly.
So it's just like...
Because once you get all the money, you lived your life.
You ran the race?
Yeah, there's young cats that are, you see it all the time. Good for them. But what's the point? What are all those cars doing for him? What are all those girls doing for him? Again, man, what is the search? What's the hole that's being trying to fill with all that stuff, all this attention, for lack of better words, I guess, because most of it's on Instagram.
It's the root of all evil.
And Facebook and shit. So.
It's the most dangerous drug known to mankind. It's what people overdose on a regular basis. It's attention. I don't get it.
Whatever, you get a lot of attention.
No, I don't mean I don't get attention. I'm saying I don't get I get attention because of the weird shit I be doing. Sometimes I'll be dancing and not realizing. I got my headphones on, just in the zone. I turn around and it's like, oh shit, I didn't realize. Because I'm just in my own way and not trying to be in other people's. But, no, like, I don't know. I work in a business where, interacting with people is a norm. It's a thing. That's the job itself, But I noticed that a lot of people be trying to control the attention that they do and don't get.
Yeah. And see, is it because of technology that this is happening? Because remember, before, all this attention and seeking and all this that seems to be life now was high school, middle school. That's when you were popular. That's when you were prom queen and prom king and all eyes on you, right? And that's how I see it now with Facebook and Instagram. There's a lot of good in it. Because, man, I see again, this YouTube and all that, that's where I see all the stuff. I mean, I don't have an Instagram and Facebook, but I don't see why it ain't like Facebook, you know. I mean, like YouTube, where I could just see the things that I want, you know, unlike every other person. Like on YouTube, I'm just watching comedy and, but back to the attention in high school, you know. I don't know. That's not really. At least that's how it seems to me, you know. At least through Instagram, it's a lot of like, oh, look at me. This is what I got. This is what I can do.
You know what I find funny with the Instagram thing?
Unless it's like an artwork, oh man, I fuck with that. Cause you seen that guy that goes, I think it's in, I want to say it's in New York, because it seems like a subway.
Mm-hmm.
And he just draws strangers and gives them that.
Yeah,
is awesome. See,
yeah,
I fuck with that. I
the
like
cartoon
that,
portraits and stuff that he draws of actual people. Yeah,
no, realistic. He does it realistically. And he just draws and paints them. It's pretty cool. Maybe somebody else. But yeah, see, I like that. Those, you could tell that they are not seeking attention. They're putting their art out.
Yeah,
which is
they're basically recording their talent,
you know,
and putting it out there to the world.
I mean, which is pretty much painting the painting and showing the world, which is, let's see who wants it, and hey, monetize that for sure. Because I mean, there's talented people out there.
But don't you find it weird and funny how like social media is supposed to make people more social, but then the real live action, it makes people anti-social or selective social?
How's this? Social media is supposed to make people more social, but it doesn't make them more honest.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody's only putting up what 10% was really going on. No one's really putting.
They're putting up the smile.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they are. I've seen some tragedies that happen to people, and you know that they posted up, which is strong for them. You know, good for them, because you know it shows people that they're not alone in those tragedies.
Yeah. Because tough times can motivate other people that are going through them too. Yeah. That was actually the main purpose of this podcast.
Because again, you know, like Jordan used to say, you know, you gotta expose yourself to things that you're like, okay, you know, nothing happened to me, so now I might survive a little bit more. You know? And like, hey, life looks like it's gonna kill you anytime. And it makes you wish that you were dead at times. But the thing is that you just gotta know that you're stronger than that.
Push through and move forward.
And you're gonna come out stronger still.
Yeah. You know? All tough times only make you stronger.
And that's what they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's because it does make you stronger in the sense that you're more mature. You've learned that you can put up with something so hard, you know? So
you're more tolerable to pain and hardship and times.
You're just tougher than you thought you were, you know, because people think that they can take it, like, oh no, you know, I just stop or whatever, I can't take it, it's too much stress, whatever, and like, it seems like that, but look at you, you're there, you're still here, you're still pushing through, right? If it's not even you, if you're still stuck in it, you're overcoming it, you're fighting with it, you know. The thing is, you know, you just gotta change your strategy and see how it is that you can push through.
I heard of this guy talking about the 1 more day rule, and his father was telling him, like, you know, like he had his own shop, store and everything, and, you know, he was telling his dad, like, you know, I'm not making any money, things are like, it's not even cutting even, I'm going into debt, blah blah. His dad was like, you know what, I get that you want to quit, but, you know, just give it 1 more day. Came back the next day, that attitude, like, I'm gonna give it 1 more day. Things were a little bit better. Had the same conversation with his dad. Things were a little bit different in that conversation, you know. Dad said, oh, give it 1 more day. He's been giving it 1 more day for the last 10 years, and within a couple of weeks of giving it 1 more day, he started seeing increases. Within a couple of months, he was out of his debt.
Now,
within the year, he was seeing profit.
Here's a trick. No. Here's a trick. Okay. did that change happen because of how he saw the things, or was it that's how or was the business meant to strive? You know what I mean? Because say he would have just put up and said, whatever, I'm just gonna let it crash, see how long it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying this, I'm gonna give it one more day and being positive about it. You know, one more day. Today's gonna be a good day, and just completely, totally be in the other set of mind. And like, you know what? This is making any money. Waste of my money. Waste of my money. And like, you know how? When is this gonna crash? When is this gonna crash? So, what was it that made the business strive? Was it him changing his mentality and seeing that one more day is gonna be a good day? Because once you change that,
him being patient with the process and give everything just one more day.
Because like, yeah.
And I'm guessing over the time his attitude changed with it too.
Once he started seeing little profit, and like, you know what, this is true, and like one more day, and now it's every day. You know, because like Jordan Peterson says that once that your life, your reality, according to you, because again, man, you know, he puts in, he has his way. So and this, I guess, this is the best way that I could say that makes simplest form where I understand it. You seen the spider webs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how it's just the one giant web, but they connect.
Mm-hmm.
All the specific, all the joints connect.
Yeah.
This one's connected to that one, which is connected to the other one. That's supposed to be every individual in the world. They're a certain connection, but in the web of human kind, which is so. In the sense, also, once that person changes his view, it changes little by little everything, because it spreads out. And since he's a joint, if he loses, the whole web kind of messes down, because tragedy spreads out.
It's a domino effect.
Exactly. It starts with the family, which is the instant connecting dots around you, and then your friends, and
then who they're attached to,
he has this other thing. So he goes, every person would roughly know, I can't remember how many people, but he says that you're literally 2 people away from 1 million, and like 3 people away from 1 billion or something like that. And when you think about it, it's true. So your mom got friends, and your friends might know you, so their kids might know you, and so it just keeps spreading out, and their friends, they know them, and so
it spreads out,
and eventually, if you know everybody, you know somebody that knows somebody, and we're like, holy shit, that's so true. Like, never thought about it like that. And he also says that once whatever you do affects everybody else, and in that sense, you ruin somebody else's day, they're gonna go ruin somebody else's day. And just keep spreading the misery around.
Life's too short to be spreading that negative stuff, man.
Hey, life is hard too.
Everybody needs to take their positive pills.
It's not even. See, it shouldn't be a positive pill, because that just means it's momentarily while that pill has the effect. They need to learn how to
live through love and not through hate.
No. They need to take the punches and they need to be Rocky. Because I saw a clip about him today. And you know how, it's, who was it? I can't remember how they're talking about how they loved the movie Rocky. And the first one. In the 14th round, how Rocky's just getting his ass whooped by Apollo. Gets knocked down, comes back up, and just asks him for more. So, everybody's Rocky. And Apollo is life. In that sense. That life is always kicking your ass. Always, 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 always. And the only thing you can do is get up and ask for more. Nothing else. Because you're not going to win. It's life. You're going to die. So, hey, you just got to find you're you're rocky inside you, and ask for more from life. I made this all you got. Psst, bring me some more. Bring out the Drago.
Yeah.
You know?
Make yourself tougher so you
Yeah.
can handle,
Yeah.
more tough situations.
Yes, because
Build catalysts.
Otherwise,
Build light catalysts.
otherwise it's just gonna be a whole misery. Because man, you saw Rocky, he was messed up. But do you think he was sad? Man, he got up, lost, proud. And this shit, he didn't care.
Because he was overcoming.
Because exactly, he took everything. He took everything and asked for more. So, hey, take whatever life throws at you and just get up, dust yourself off, and keep asking for more. Because, trust me, it's coming. It's coming. So just get ready for more. I guess that would be the way to, like, what else can you do, man? Just stay down?
No.
At life?
No. I hate the whole...
And remember, this is your life.
Pessimistic, like just bringing in negative past, fucking with the present, and staining the future mentalities.
If you want to think of the past and think of the hard stuff that you went through, then think of the hard stuff that you went through and say, I went through it. I'm not in it. I went through
it. Which means that shit's over with. I tell people all the time, problems are like speed bumps in life. You got the front tires over it when you identify the problem. Now also get the back tires over it by, solving the problem. Being more solution oriented instead of problematic.
But that's life. That's life. That's the way it goes. That's not the line, but that's what people say.
I say it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
I just say it is what it is. 'Cause
these chicks don't even know the name of my band. I'm sorry. Freestyle Friday it is. Shit. Let's see. What else has been going on with this crazy ass week?
Actually, it's been a good week for me, man. It's been a nice, calm week. There's nothing. Just the shit that I've been watching. Except that I was late today, and that was the only thing.
Oversleeping and shit.
But that was cool, man. Body needed it. What can I do?
I shouldn't even be talking. I definitely shouldn't be talking.
I don't know, man. I could fall asleep anywhere. Seconds, so.
A superpower I also wish I had.
Hey, man. I told you what I do. I don't know if you want to try it. I looked up on YouTube guided meditations.
I do.
And I would and I would do whatever the guy says, focus on your breathing. And eventually, and I would do it nights overnight, and eventually just, cause you gotta build the habit. It's not like, I'm just gonna do it one day and just keep on trying. Mm-hmm. I still do it today when I'm trying. So what I try to do, I start by trying to fall asleep facing up, which is for some reason impossible for me, because I sleep on my stomach and use my arms as a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
But I always notice that I relax once I do the meditating thing. So it would say that focus on. It would say you focus on the spot between on your third eye, supposedly, which is the spot between your eyebrows. Mm-hmm. And how I started, I would put my finger on it, press it for a bit, and then just take it off, and you still feel it. So I just try to focus on that and keep doing it again for a couple of times, and then it just once I got the habit of where it was, and I breathe, And whenever I start, because you start thinking of shit, and just you gotta catch yourself that you're thinking, that you're trying to figure something out in your head. You gotta catch yourself and just say, okay, back to breathe, just breathe, just repeat one word. That's what
So what do you?
you know those mantras. It's not that it's supposed to be that word. You could say any word. It's supposed to be it's just one word, I guess. Like Om, it's because it's easy, But you could say breathe, breathe. You could say the same thing, and it relaxes you, the rhythm and all that. It helps you relax. And
Now, what do you do with an individual who has 10 million things on their mind? And yes, I do try to meditate, but sometimes the meditation, I guess the real question is, how do you get your mind on track of the meditation and off track of how it's?
You gotta, again, the thing is that you focus on one thing. You say you got a million things, and focus on one thing. Ignore everything else. Doesn't matter. Let it fly. Focus on one thing. Oh, but if I do this and it's gonna set up that. Okay, then scratch that. If it's gonna mix with anything else, scratch it. You focus on one thing. Fix that thing. And then next time focus on another thing. And remember, and that's how you, because that's Jordan Peterson, that's how you think, pretty much. And it says you gotta write things down too to think, because that's focused thinking, which makes a lot of sense. But I mean, you gotta focus on one thing. Otherwise, you're not giving your brain a subject. You're just throwing random things to it, so it can't focus on anything.
Yeah.
It needs an aim. You gotta aim it at one thing. And as you move toward it, it might change, as he says. That's how it goes. That's what he says. And I'm trying to follow.
Well, I definitely will try to focus singularly on one thing when I'm meditating. And, make it more of a practice instead of like a here and there habit, and make it more of a consistent thing. Because, like, it does work at times.
Is when you're trying to go to sleep. Best way. Because, again, so you don't do it. You're not going to fall asleep. That time that you could have meditated or practiced meditating or whatever it is that people want to call it, centering yourself. You could spend that time that you would have been tossing and turning to just sit. You could sit. I try it sitting times, and you start feeling like you're falling asleep. Your head starts bobbing. And that's when you know that, all right, I'm more relaxed than I thought.
So would you say meditating is...
You don't fall asleep because you could hear the stuff around.
Okay. Because I was going to say, do you think meditating is like a dope lullaby to put him to sleep?
No, because when you meditate, you're not asleep. You still hear the stuff that's going around you. It's a trip. You just think you're asleep. It's I don't know. I would it be called? I don't know. I don't know what psychologists would call it, or medical people, or shaman, whatever. Other medicine people that they want to call each other. Because hey, isn't this trip a doctor is just a updated shaman? Doesn't use drugs or chance. Hey.
This guy.
I was watching Redbone. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Come and take you. I was listening to that song yesterday. And the little video that I saw starts with one of them, doing the little Indian dance, which is dope. Funny thing. Now that I have a routine that I go down Magnolia, and I stop at the park. Sometimes take a piss, sometimes just smoke. So yesterday I stopped, take a piss, and I hear drums on the other side of on the baseball field.
Jumanji drums?
No, like
Drumline?
No. It's
War drums?
Aztec war drums, I guess I call it. Because,
Okay.
you've been to a placita, but you hear those. That's what it sounds. There's a fucking name for it, but I don't fucking know it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to. But, so I hear it, and I'm trying to look at it, but I don't see nothing. But, oh, shit, that's pretty cool. Probably somebody was practicing their dances right there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is dope. Yeah, and then I go home and listen to Rebel. And and now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's why I started feeling like, hey, maybe you should listen to Rebel, because I was thinking of their song. Once I got home, hey, you see, it's a trip how the mind works.
Start exercising my mind. I'm already kind of exercising it, stretching it out on a bunch of different things, so. But definitely gonna align things up and take one thing down. One thing down.
Right.
One thing down.
No point in facing an army of problems. Just line them up.
Mm-hmm. It's like a fight. I'll take one-on-one fades, but then like everybody at once, that's another ball game.
Ip Man's here. I was watching the movie. I saw it like a couple of weeks ago. It was dope. If it wasn't a movie to see in reality. I heard maybe it was a while back, but it just popped up on my feed because I've been watching Michael J. White. Mm-hmm. And apparently he said he would accept to fight
Mike Tyson? Yeah. That'll be a hell of a fucking fight, too. Mike Tyson, Michael J. White.
And apparently Mike Tyson is a year older than Michael J. White. Mm. Yeah. So, this will...
That just means
since
drugs are bad, McCoy.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was going to say. Michael J. White wasn't into all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, drugs are bad, McCoy.
It also popped up that supposedly somebody said that they don't believe him that he's a martial artist.
Whom? Michael J. White?
Yeah.
Oh no, what is he, second degree black belt? Like he's not somebody to play with at all. Not even just on his his stature, but just on his, more so on his here it is. More so on his fucking fighting knowledge. He forgot more shit than people can remember when it comes to fighting, so I'm good. He's a hell of a it was dope meeting him in person too. He's a hell of a dude though. Big guy though. Big guy. Definitely fucking gets off the ground about 4 feet with Timberlands on. Yeah. Roundhouse your ass. But yeah, him versus Mike Tyson, that'll be a hell of a fucking fight. And I would think Mike Tyson would have to take that serious. It wouldn't be like when he fought Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, Mike's body's been through some shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure Michael J. White's also, but not through the shit this was been through, all that. Mm-hmm. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is.
I was listening to how when Joe Rogan, they're talking about Mike Tyson and his tiger. You seen that? Yeah. They're talking about how the tiger is just like one person, so everybody else in the house would be shedding bricks. Mm-hmm. And I would be too, even if it was my tiger.
Never know when he gonna think
hey man, I'm kind of hungry.
Right. Tony the Tiger gonna be looking at you like Frosted Flakes.
And like, you're great. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I wouldn't even though he had it from a cub, I wouldn't even mess around like that.
That fool was a different beast for sure.
It's just like, I think of this, like, shoot, I was little at one point and scared of my dad. And at some point, I got bigger and older. Let my nuts hang a little bit.
And felt that the pain wasn't that much.
So, let's just say the tiger at some point in time, like, all right, talk shit now that I'm little. When I get big, I ain't gonna be talking no more.
Like, huh? I feel like hunt things bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I just wanna scratch the back of your neck there.
That would have been a tragic story. That would have been a tragic story if anything ever happened due to that tiger. And it's funny, that tiger...
Probably did.
Probably. I mean, it would have been... I don't know if it would have been televised. Not televised, but if it would have been, like, posted in the news. But shoot, I mean, shit, with all these other trained tigers that's turning on these other people and shit.
Exactly, the magician brothers, right?
Mm-hmm. Shit. Magic trick for your ass right there.
Now, the tiger said, now we'll make your arm disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I told you about that dude trying to take the hook out of the fucking shark, and the shark took the pinky off his hand.
Oh, okay.
Now they can't count to 10.
It's just 9.
Just 9, maybe and a quarter. Depending on how far it went to the knuckle. Yeah.
Oh, man. Other than that, it's been cool, man. Just watching. What have I been watching recently? What did I see that was interesting? That Eco Torch I told you about, right?
I think you briefly told me about it.
I recommend it. It's on YouTube. 22 minutes. Eco Torch or Eco. I don't know how it's pronounced. You read it and you pronounce it however you pronounce it.
You say it however
if I was to say, I would probably say Echo. Echo. But there's an H, so if I say it in Spanish, it says Hecho. And that's made. And he made a torch, so hey, could work.
Yeah.
Hecho torch. He made a torch.
There you go. Make it make sense for you. There you go.
Yeah, but no, so that echo torch is pretty cool. I'm guessing it's an echo torch because it echoes dead people.
Okay, then yeah, it's an echo torch for sure.
It's pretty cool. It has a cool twist at the end.
And it's on YouTube?
Yeah.
And it's what, only one thing? You said it's 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Like each episode?
No, it's a short film. It's a short film.
Mm.
Yeah. There's a lot of short films on YouTube. That'd be cool.
Well, I've been definitely on YouTube studying a lot of different shit.
I'm studying shit.
All this wildlife stuff going on. Predator, territorial stuff. Weird. It's like almost mating season, so you get to see how people act all weird around the opposite. Or same, or whatever everyone's into.
Jordan Peterson makes a lot of sense when it comes to that, too. Man. That's bison, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got some bison meat at home. Oh, I think I actually killed, no, I think half of it, yeah. Some bison tri-tip. That should be nice. It'll be good.
What's the thickest...
Bam!
What's the thickest type of animal meat that you've had prepared for you?
That prepared for me?
Yeah.
It's what's it called?
Because I see Joe Rogan, he's always chopping up stuff. Always chopping up different types of like steaks and stuff.
It's I don't know what it's called. It's eye round, I guess. Or top round. Top eye round. Some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just, about yay big, yay fat, so so the people that can see. No, it's about a page long, yeah.
About a page long? How
page long.
About like 3 or 4? Or
2 inches? 3
inches?
A good handful,
Is it tough meat? Is it tender?
So I don't know, because when I cook it turns out good. It's not that I'm a great cook. I just cook it to its temperature 135 or aroundish, at least less than 140. so it's still pinkish in the middle, and that's just it's kind of crunchy on the outside because if it's covered, because it's a big chunk. You cook it to like 115, and then you uncover it for the last 15 degrees or whatever, and then just roast it outside so it's crunchy and then nice and soft on the inside and juicy. Spam risk.
I've been getting a lot of fucking spam calls this week.
Hey, whenever you apply to somebody, CVS and all that, that's what they do with your phone.
You know what I used to find funny when I used to try to apply for jobs? Yeah, jobs. I would apply for a fucking job, whatever, online, on like the websites or all this other stuff. And then I start getting like random fucking schools hitting me up like, hey, come by for this. And like, lady, I'm trying to get a job.
Yeah, that's how this works.
That's how it was. And it's funny because
that's how it works. That's not how it was.
Well, yeah, it still does work the same way, but it's funny like how you just get spammed from one thing to another thing, and it's just like you can't sign up for anything, not even freaking Netflix online without something else trying to like, hey, sign up for this, or we recommend this for you, and like
it's in their contract. Yeah. Say you go to the store for Rouse and you want their specials, you gotta sign up. They sell your information, making bank. You over here getting your identity theft and all
thieves. Get thieves, man.
Hey, it's the way of the world.
Getting thieves, man. I hate that we live in this whole like clout chasing, or
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I was thinking about it earlier. Are you feeling about the podcast now? That's been on for, I don't know.
It's been on for some months now, about like half a year now.
How are you feeling about
it? I like the progression. Again, we still have a lot of ways to go, but I like how things are manifesting, and actually just building more consistent with this is building more confidence with it, and it's becoming like second nature. And just like I said, season 2 is gonna be way more directed and way more lit because behind the scenes, we are talking with producers and stuff like that. So it's just kind of just building more of a direction and make things more simpler to get more content out, and just build more of an audience and a fan base. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process of it. I like the fact that I've overcome like hearing myself. Because I think with any and everybody, I think that's the first thing, like just getting used to hearing yourself.
I don't want to hear myself, so.
Yeah, but yeah, I like the process. I'm enjoying the process. If that answers your question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to phrase this other one that I have.
It's like a slow plant right now, It's growing. I'm watering it.
Okay. So, have you seen the plan need any modifications?
Along the way, of course.
No, now as it is now. What, is there anything you could do to make it better?
Yes. Absolutely. The biggest room is the room for growth. Absolutely. As far as making it better, yes.
And also not for, because I'm also seeing it like, in a sense, a mirror of you, so you could grow as well, to feel more comfortable with it and go all out.
I guess this is setting up for me to say this. Pretty soon, there's going to be an episode of Who is SB Press. to where the questionnaire and making it more familiar with people who behind the scenes are new to this, is first time listening, or just catching on somebody, put them on, whatever, who don't know me directly. Will just give them more of an insight of who I am, where I came from, how I'm at this point, and the point where I'm going. Yeah, just give them more of an insight of, just me. So it just builds more of a connection and more familiarity. Familiarity. Yes, I said that right. Yep. And also, it adds more credibility.
I don't know if that was the answer I was looking for, I guess.
What's the next question? I feel like we're getting going.
I don't know. Because I guess, how's the podcast helped you?
How's it helped me? It helped me with some of the stories and some of the individuals that have came and different guests that I've had. And even some of the episodes that I've done by myself, and I go back and listen and just like listen as a listener. It gives me a lot of clarity on things that I have experienced and have not. Like, such as, the connecting part with the connecting a teacher, the student, and the parent. Just understanding everybody's equal part that they should be putting into to help everybody in that. Or also, getting a better understanding of the woman and the male sides of being a single parent. Or then, just even with, the episode with Joe, getting a brief understanding of like, the behind the scenes acting things and, just different things. Or even when I go back and listen to my 420 episode, it's so funny when I think about like, dang, I really got in some trouble behind weed. Like I really done some crazy weird stuff, like I had stash spots and stuff like that. Like I really, and then just even on the more serious note, again, a lot of the stories that come through the podcast is also giving people the idea of potential steps in life that they may be going into. So I enjoy helping clarify some of those things and getting clarification for myself. So yeah, it does help.
Okay. And I guess I'll leave you off with this question. Because you're going to do. I guess I'm going to force you to do that episode. You say you're going to introduce people to Preston. And I want to tell. Who do you want to be?
Damn. That's easy.
What?
I know it's a cliche, but the first thing that comes to mind is the first thing that I should say, and what I want to be is the best version of myself.
That's too vague. What is it that how are you at your best? How do you carry yourself? Because remember, all the person that you were and the person that you are and the person that you will be. The person that you will be is the build up, because there's no accumulation, I guess, right? So of the person you were and the person you are now. So how is it that you carry yourself now that you want to change and that you want to? So this is something I don't like and something I would like for me to be. That's me at my best. Like me. Again, I would like to stick to the diet that I want, which is fruits and vegetables, maybe, because I haven't mixed that much veggies into my diet, and I want to quit coffee.
Okay.
And the other habit that we both know that I have, that is a terrible habit. which is self pleasure, which is I've been way better now. So
And it's a real thing.
in a sense that me taking off those anchors, I guess,
Mm-hmm. I like that how you worded
of
that.
my weakness to lust.
To where you're actually lighting the load on your boat, so you can sail easy.
Exactly.
Yes.
What are your anchors that you would like to see? Like, this is the best that I can be. I don't have those anchors.
So one of them is for sure what I'm working on. So I'm working on to be better at being a man of my word, and actually not saying much words and being more action oriented. Because sometimes I let myself down by saying something,
and
and
that's who matters at the end.
Yes, like so working on that mainly because it first starts with self and then everyone else. And if you can self correct, then you just can come correct with everything.
Just like that, it starts with yourself and then ripples out. Perfect.
Everything has a fucking epicenter, and you're at the point of it. Here you go. So that's one of them. Two, just being way more consistent with creating content and taking on the role of full on content creator. Like this is the shit that I do. This is what I does. This is what I will be doing. So just making more of myself in that world. And then I guess the last thing is just being being more being more self-aware of the energy I put out and the energy that comes in, and not letting shit slide. I let too much shit slide because yes, I am a nice guy. And yes, even though I love fighting, I love not being confrontational because I know the outcome when it gets to one situation. So I unfortunately will let situations happen, or for an example, I'll let myself say sorry for something that I didn't do. Or I'll let it be okay to just be like, oh, F you until I'm done saying F you. And then we cool now. So, yeah, I need to definitely just be more assertive on what I'm not for and what I am for, period. So, yeah, those are the three things that I am working on an everyday basis towards to become the best version of myself in the future. So, with that being said, compadres, you got a little snip snip. Next time you're going to get the full cut. And like that, we are out.